Hello, everybody. This is Still Rose's podcast. This podcast was created for women by women to elevate women's voice. Welcome again. Another episode in our summer series. You can't see it, but I did jazz hands when I said welcome again because I was excited, but you guys don't know that. So that's why I have to tell you. So I'm getting into the swing of things with getting my episodes recorded. I'm shooting for about 3 minisodes a week, hopefully more. We'll see where I net out. It's like the reality point is halfway between your ideal and what you don't want kind of thing. So let's say I really want to be at 3 episodes. Actually, if I could do every day, I would, but I don't want to overextend as I usually do. Anyway, one thing to note, I like to talk about this with you guys because I wanted to kind of point it out. So, my standard mood is usually pretty even keeled. I can handle a lot of pressure and thus, carry a lot on my shoulders. What I wanted to share with you is what I start to notice. When I start to notice I'm slipping. So if I notice that I'm getting kind of tired, just feel fatigued, or if I notice that I'm snapping over something stupid, and really losing my shit, for lack of a better term, on my kids, it always makes me pause. Now that I'm so in tune with my body and so well aware of my moods, when I do have a moment of, wait, this doesn't feel like my normal self, what is this? It helps for me to step out of this situation and look at it for what it is, which unfortunately for me, but you're all going to hear it from me because I want you all to be aware of it, is hormone shifts in my monthly cycle. Like I've told it to you guys a bunch of times, and the reason why I'll keep repeating it is because I want you to be in tune with your bodies and pay attention to your moods throughout the month. Because once you can identify what the situation is, once you can identify the root cause, then you can take steps to actually address the problem. I take a whole bunch of vitamins. Nothing's helping me out. I take like a menopause support vitamin, not doing a damn thing. I'm just finishing it because I paid for it. But being aware of that week in the month where I'm just not going to be a pleasant person to be around is really helpful, because then I can actually make my family aware. It's not their fault that their mommy is losing her mind a little bit for 4 days out of the month. So what happened was I was cleaning the kitchen up after everybody ate dinner, and I had gotten everything wiped down and cleaned up, and the kids decided they wanted to make toast as their final whatever that they were eating. They didn't actually want to even make toast. I just had cinnamon bread, and they just wanted to eat a slice of cinnamon bread. And it sent me over the edge because there was little crumbs all over the counter. And when they opened the bag, they ripped the plastic, so the bread was falling everywhere. And it's just little stupid dumb things, but it really set me off. And I'm yelling at them and I'm flipping out about it. And then I kind of paused and I said out loud, I was like, oh, shoot. I was like, guys, my period's coming. This is what's happening. And my daughters now are they're young, but they're aware of what a period is. So they're 8. I talk about it in front of my son because I'm like, he's going to have a girlfriend. He's going to have a wife one day. He needs to be aware. I'm not raising a barbarian here. So I just said, I was like, shoot, I'm getting my period soon. I was like, that's why I'm in such a foul mood. And they were like, ooh, okay, mommy. We'll get out of your way. And everybody left. They scattered. Which I'm going to be honest with you, I kind of because I'm able to just tell them I'm not perfect. This is what's happening right now with mommy. You need to be aware so you can be supportive to mommy too, period. This is it. This is a family. We're supporting each other. I'm going to be in a foul mood for a couple of days. Bear with me. That's it. It might also have something to do with the fact that my vacation ends today and I go back to work tomorrow. That's making me a little bummed out. I've really enjoyed, who wouldn't really enjoy being paid to just we had our cruise, and then I took extra time off so I could be home and just get things done at home that I haven't gotten to. Man, how good does that feel? If I ever win the lotto, you know what I think about sometimes? If I ever had the kind of money that the billionaires and the wealth of, the world have and generate, and not even that large, even if these TikTokers that are young 20-somethings that are making millions of dollars from their TikToks, there's so much good you could do with that money. There's so many people who just need a leg up. And I've been in that scenario where I was painfully paycheck to paycheck, down to the penny, scraping by, just praying that I don't overdraft anymore for the rest of the month. It was so painful. And I've always thought to myself, if I ever had the means to do it, there's a few people that would get blessed immediately. But if I ever had the means to do it, I've always thought to myself that I would set up like a mom, almost like a mom loan, not student loan, but like a mom grant or something like that, where moms could fill out an application stating their need, submit their paperwork, and it gets reviewed by like myself and a committee. And then we could say, like, grant these people some money, some support to help them with like childcare, to help them with healthcare bills, to help them with groceries, like to help with rent. I mean, we wouldn't have made it without our parents helping us. And there's so many people out there that have no one. And they're just trying to stand on their own 2 feet. And it is a tremendous struggle, especially today now. As I'm saying this, the economy is in such a bad position. Things are so painfully expensive that even now with the salary that I currently have, which is the highest that I've ever earned in my entire life, I'm very proud of where I am right now. But I think back and I'm like, wow, if this was 10 years ago, like we would be like rolling in dough and like have loads of money left over. But the economy is in such a bad state that like, we're just making it, so, and I know it's a lot to share, but it's true. Like the reality is people are struggling and in much worse positions than me. So I'm grateful to the universe. And I said it on my last episode, incredibly grateful for being able to maintain what I have. Now, moving on from there, from the share, I have a thought starter for you that I want to just drop on you quickly. So post-vacation, myself, my stepkids, my kids, like, and my husband, we're all very much like, we need to get back on the wagon. We were eating very late and not healthy foods throughout the cruise. I don't drink alcohol normally, but I found myself drinking alcohol throughout the cruise. Tequila is my choice, by the way, just in case anybody really needs to know that. Tequila is my drink of choice. But again, came back, all of us wanting to do a detox because we all know what that does, what these things do to our bodies. So it was almost hard for us in the beginning. The first few days I didn't touch a drop because I was like, I can't do this. But on that note, exercising has become something that's been more prevalent. Now, a quote that I just saw that I wanted to read to you guys, and I'm going to tie it all into what I just said, is you can walk off a bad mood faster than you can talk it out. Movement raises serotonin. Walking lowers cortisol. Your brain is built to solve problems at 3 miles per hour. This is the quote. But then it got me thinking, because part of my struggle with exercising, well, one, I view it as a luxury that I don't have time for because time. But will it be okay to do a 15-minute workout? Does that make a difference? Does that matter? The answer is yes. And I say this, and the reason why I want to bring this to your attention is because you don't have to get up at 5 a.m. and work out until 7 a.m. You don't even have to work out for an hour. You could legitimately, if you're just trying to move your body and you're no set goals, you do a 30-day challenge where you're just getting up and moving. You can do 10 to 15 minutes a day and you will start to notice differences. Now, it may not be what you're expecting. I'm not saying if you did 15 minutes of walking every single day, are you going to have a six-pack a set of abs at the end of a month? No. Oh my God, of course not. Because diet and exercise goes hand in hand. But I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about taking a moment, and I'm speaking to all the mothers out there too, taking a brief moment to get up and move your body and get your heart pumping, getting the serotonin flowing in your brain. It will work wonders for you. I didn't do it at all when my kids were little. I'm not going to sit here and be a hypocrite and say like, oh, do it, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, if you can do it, even if you incorporate it in with the kids, like I used to do, I think I have mentioned it on another episode. I used to do dance parties with them. That's cardio, like get up and move, shake it out. So when you look up the benefits of short exercise sessions, it's improved mood and energy, cardiovascular health, increased adherence, meaning like you're going to stick with it. If it's just 15 minutes, that's not that big of a deal. Muscle engagement, metabolic boost, convenience and flexibility, reduce risk of injury, improve bone density. Now that one, for my ladies who are listening that are in their 20s and 30s, and maybe younger, but I sincerely doubt I have any teen listeners. If you're in your 20s and 30s, one of the most beneficial things you could do for your health right now that will set you up for your 40s and 50s and 60s is jogging and walking. And anything that puts an impact on the bottom of your foot is going to increase your bone density, setting you up for success later because I'm currently at the age where I'm going to start losing bone mass. These are all things that are really incredibly important. Does anybody know about this? No, we're not taught this. Hence me telling you about it. So I want you all to take a minute, see where you can fit 15 minutes in for your day. Now, I want you all to pray for me because tomorrow when I go back to work, I have to start my morning workouts. That's the only time that I know that I'm going to be able to do it because I think in the evenings it's too hard for me. I'm tired and I'm probably going to end up having to work late. My kids are off of school now and the mom juggle often entails that I have to work at night because I have to give up more time during the day for my kids. So this is the plan. In the morning, getting up before everybody else. I don't have to start breakfast until 7 a.m. And if I can get up at 6 o'clock, doesn't even have to be 5. If I can get up at 6 and just work out for 15 minutes, that's going to be goals right there. So I'm committing here, July 1st. I already started working out. I haven't done every day since I've been back. No, I have. I think I've at least walked every single day. Like today I did squats and lunges and I walked for half a mile. Tomorrow I'm probably going to go a whole mile. And maybe I'll try to do some weights in there as well, but it just depends on the timing. So this is sort of my plan now. I'd like you all to join me on this. Let's do a July little Still Roses challenge. See if we can get in there 15 minutes every single day and make it happen. I'm going to try to do something every single day. So if it's walking, bodies, anything, and yoga, like anything to move the body, let's try to make this happen. I hope you enjoyed this little mini-sode. I am super excited to be doing these with you, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.